Hey everybody, as you can see, the Lex is here.
Hey all you cool cats and kittens.
Yeah, we watched the Tiger King. The craziest thing I've ever seen.
It's just bananas.
You really couldn't even make that up, I don't think. Well, I guess you could, but anyway, haven't been posting videos because I haven't been driving, not because of COVID-19, but just this week and last week and this week is just slow with the type of trucking I do, and it's going to be till next week till things really pick up again. So hasn't been a whole lot of that. So we've sort of been quarantined here, not because of the virus, but because of lack of work. Now the Lex is quarantined because of, her job has been, she's
and classes are online.
And she's living off the system.
I am living off the system.
I apologize, I just shaved, and that's why my shirt is wet.
So, you know how I'm from northern Minnesota?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of cabins up there.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing where the city of Minneapolis was telling people to not leave Minneapolis to go to their cabins up north to escape the virus.
Mm-hmm. And they were?
Yeah, just stay in Minneapolis. Don't bring your sickness up to the good land.
Well, it's like the...
You know, and that's the thing. All of these people had the same idea. I'm going to leave Minneapolis, leave all the people behind, and go up north. But everyone who had a cabin was leaving up north with everyone that was leaving Minneapolis.
It reminds me of Philadelphia and the Poconos. Okay? I grew up in eastern Pennsylvania, right between Philly and Allentown in Bucks County. Friday nights... they would all fly up the Northeast Extension, and they'd all go up there together. I don't know what they're looking for. And then Sunday night, they would all flood down the Northeast Extension, pissed off at each other, carrying... I don't get it.
Like every weekend in the summer, 371 North on a Friday night would be packed with people with boats, RVs,
oh yeah,
every Friday night, and then every Sunday morning it would be packed.
What do you think they're looking for? I mean, what is it? I mean, I've never understood this weekend stuff. What are you? Why don't you live where you go? Then you don't have to go there, right? I mean,
but the most absurd thing is that they all do it. They all do it. They all leave the city and go up north to be in the exact same place where they all together.
But another thing that I noticed, and this, I'm not trying to be racist or anything. It's usually white people that do this. Am I right?
I got the perfect picture for you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm white. I'm just saying it's usually white people that do this.
All right. It's a Friday afternoon, right?
Yep.
And Greg got off of work early because they're going to leave for the north.
Okay, now Greg is 42-ish, 43.
Mid-40s. Yep. He has a little salt and pepper action going on, yep. Right? His wife...
Greg.
Let's see, Greg. Catherine.
His wife, Catherine.
They call her Kathy, but he calls her Catherine.
Yes.
Yes. Catherine
has... She demands that.
Yes. Has dyed blonde hair because she's going gray now.
Oh,
but she can't let go of her youth. Mm-hmm. So she okay.
Post on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They take a picture. Okay, and it's a whole picture like that I'm painting here.
Yes.
All right. So you have Greg, Catherine, and their two teenage daughters, Sarah and Haley.
Mm-hmm.
And
the idea of this is a reconnect weekend up north.
Yes.
Because they're so separated with their life.
Greg has been working so hard at the office.
Right.
Catherine has been doing whatever.
She's a realtor part-time.
There you go.
Yeah. And
Sarah and Haley, they're just teenagers and they don't like their parents.
Right. They hate everything and they live on their phones.
Yes. So, Greg is like, we're going to go up to the cabin and really have a family reconnect.
And the cabin is owned by Catherine's father.
Yes.
So it's his in-laws' cabin.
Who's letting them use it for the weekend.
Right.
Yes.
Providing they follow the rules that are written on the door when you get there, as when you come, what you do.
Of course, naturally, Greg's going to be the only one to do those things because he's the only non-blood relative. So
anyway, they get in their
hold
Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah, so it's like a 3/4 ton Suburban.
Yes.
And
And now with the big Escalade, Cadillac, big, well, whatever.
Yeah.
The big SUV Cadillac, like a Ford Expedition.
It has 3 rows of seats.
Yes.
You usually see hockey moms drive them.
Yes.
Awful
like
drive.
This.
Yeah.
Looking around, the power move.
Backing in and out of a Target parking spot 7 times because she doesn't know the dimensional analysis of her own vehicle. But whatever. All right. So they're all here. Greg's driving. You know, dad thing to drive. All right. Now, Greg and Catherine's marriage has been struggling a little bit.
Yes, of course.
So Greg was hoping to also have time with Catherine this weekend, right? Reconnect. But on the 3.5, 4-hour drive up north to the land of 10,000 lakes, right? Catherine is listening to an audiobook on her phone in the passenger seat, right? Mm-hmm. And the 2 teenage daughters are in the back texting each other back and forth and
about
listening.
How miserable they are.
Yeah, and listening to music.
Yes.
And so Greg spends this entire journey alone, right? And
one of them has a boyfriend, Hunter. And she was texting Hunter, and Hunter's sending inappropriate pictures to her as Greg is driving and trying to reconnect.
And she's going back through her Snapchat memories to find inappropriate pictures to send back. Yes.
Okay, so now...
Yes, so they get to the cabin.
Yeah,
it's dark out because Greg got off of work early in order to get up there at a decent time, but the girls weren't ready.
Of course.
So, and then...
Well, I heard Catherine was getting her hair dyed and her nails done.
Yes.
For the cabin weekend.
To spend outdoors.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they get there.
So they get there, right? Yes. And they all take their stuff inside. And Catherine tells Greg that she and the girls are going to go into town and get something to eat.
They just got there.
And we'll bring something back for him.
And Greg is probably thinking, this really isn't what I thought was going to happen. I thought we were all going to have a nice time here.
But Greg doesn't want to start... Wait, did we say Greg or Craig?
Greg.
Greg? Okay. Greg doesn't want to start an argument because he really wants this to be the first good weekend in a while.
And the girl's like, Dad, we don't want to, be here. It's weird and buggy and stuff.
So Greg says, fine. And so they go. And so... that's just how the whole vacation is. Because you don't fix your problems by going somewhere
to
else.
The north. Right. You're going to, listen, if you hate each other where you are, you're going to hate each other up there. Okay? It doesn't change anything. Changing your surroundings doesn't change anything. You got to change what's in there and in here, you see. So now,
how poetic.
The point is, the reconnect weekend's a nightmare. They're all angry at each other. Greg's up there at his in-laws' place, so he really can't do nothing. He goes outside. He might make a fire, but he's afraid his father-in-law is going to get mad if he breaks a branch for firewood. He don't know what to do. You see? So there he is, trapped in the house, looking at this lake with 3 women who can't stand to be there. There's a reconnect weekend.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, after they survive through all this, he even brought a board game, Scrabble. But then they got in an argument over what word is what. So that didn't even work. So then so Sunday comes. He has to go through the shutdown cabin checklist. He does all of that, the water, this and that. He shuts everything off. They get back in the Escalade, and they drive. Then they get down to Clearwater, right? And they all got to pee now. That's what they got to pee. So he stops. The place is full of other people going back to the city. They got to wait to pee. He's trying to get a coffee. He's standing in line with everybody else who's doing the same thing they were doing on the Reconnect weekend. And everybody's angry. The whole place is angry. Then they get home and their miserable Monday starts all over again. Welcome to America, people. All the foreigners, you know, all the foreigners that are out there that look at America, everybody, I think, foreign people look at America and think we're all walking on streets of gold, and this is what it is. You see, it's not, you know, I'm not saying this ain't a great country.
No, I know.
Okay, I wouldn't want to be.
I know.
I love this country, but that's what goes on the weekends here, all over the country and states. Every state has its little place that does that. Pennsylvania, it's the Poconos. Makes no sense to me. I've never understood it, but apparently we don't know what we're talking about.
Right.
So, I live where I want to be. I don't have to go here because I'm here. I don't go anywhere because I'm where I want to go. You see? It's true, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nowhere I want to go. I'm here.
I mean, I don't feel that, but good for you.
Whether you feel that or not, I'm just saying that's what I feel.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like, I wanted to live where I'm at, and I live here, so if I'm here because I want to be here, why do I want to go somewhere when I'm already here? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch the Tiger King.
It's bananas.
Yeah.
Like, we're on our third time rewatching it because it's just bananas.
And we're going to just keep this short and end it. You know whose fault all this weekend travel is? Carol Baskin.